We're having fun with English right here on Let's Talk in English. Welcome, everyone. My name's Andrea.
And I'm Gabe, and this week we are talking about DIY and putting things together.
Our lesson today is called Fun with Paper. Now, first, let's have some fun with our key words. Please say them with us. Our first one is glue. Glue. Part of my shoe fell off. I used some glue to put it back on.
Tape. Tape. Put some tape on the back of the envelope so it will stay closed.
Sound. Sound. That movie sounds interesting. I want to see it.
Okay, well, I want to review some key words. The first one is glue. Glue.
Tape. Tape.
Sound. Sound.
All right, great job, everyone. Now let's go see our friend Eddie.
Yeah, I have nothing interesting to say today.
Well, Eddie, you always have something interesting to say.
That doesn't sound like you, Eddie.
Yeah.
You always have something to say.
Okay, well, I can give you a mission.
Hey!
You know what? That sounds like you again. Here, give us the mission.
Okay, here it is. What is Max learning about?
What is Max learning about?
We'll learn about that in our conversations. Let's go.
Hi, Sarah.
Hey, Ben. Hi, Max. What are you cooking? Can I try some?
Okay.
Wait, what is it?
It's glue.
Glue? Ew! You would let me eat glue?
Well, you asked to try some.
It's just flour and water. It won't hurt you.
Flour and water make glue?
Well, kind of. It's more like paste.
So Max is working in the kitchen, and usually when Max is in the kitchen, he's cooking something, right?
That's right. Usually in the kitchen, Max is making food. And his food usually tastes pretty good. But this time, is he making food?
Well, no, he's not making food. Sarah does ask, what are you cooking? Can I try some? Can I try some? That means you want to taste what the person is cooking.
That's right. This is a good phrase to know. Can I try something? Can I try the chocolate that you're making? That looks so good.
Or if a friend is eating something that you think looks good and you want to taste, you can say, can I try some of your chocolate chip cookie?
And Sarah says, what are you making? Can I try some? Now, Andrea, is this a good idea for her to try what Max is making?
No, it is not a good idea because Max is making glue. And you do not eat glue, but we are going to learn what it is. It's a key word. Glue. Glue. Glue is what you use to put two things together. It's a way to stick things together.
You can say, oh no, there is glue on my paper. I can't pull them apart. There is glue on my paper.
Well, Max is making special glue. It's made of flour and water. He says it's more like a paste. That's something that is thick and sticky. You know, it's interesting. What are they going to do with this glue?
Well, we will find out. Max is telling us in the next conversation, I hope.
I hope so too.
Why are you making paste?
You'll see. Ben, can you get that newspaper? Put it on the table.
Do you need these cardboard boxes too?
Yes, and the tape.
What is going on?
Am I early?
No, you're on time. Come in.
What is going on?
We're having a paper mache class.
And Max is the teacher?
Max is the teacher of this paper mache class. Well, we see that you need different things if you are going to make paper mache. You need newspaper. What else might you need?
Well, you can also use cardboard and boxes.
Okay, and Max also talks about tape. And let's look at this key word, the word tape. Tape. Tape is something that you use to stick something together. 胶带.
Tape is like a very thin piece of paper. One side is sticky and one side is not. You often get tape on a roll and then you just take the amount of tape that you need.
So if you get a package in the mail, many times a big package, like a box, will have tape on the outside. You have to cut the tape or take the tape off the package before you can open this package.
Well, Sarah says, what is going on? She sees all these people and tape and paper around. She wants to know what's going on.
Well, so do I, and we'll find out. But then Betty comes in. She says, "Am I early?" Now, this is a good phrase to know, especially if you are someone who likes to be on time. Betty is wondering, am I early?
Am I early? She wants to know if she is there before the class starts.
Well, she's not. She's right on time. Now, why is Max having a paper mache class? I guess we'll find out, and we'll also find out what paper mache is right now. I'm learning about paper mache in my DIY class. Remember, Sarah?
Oh, right! I chose that class for you. You like it?
I do.
Max sounded so excited about paper mache. I asked him to teach me.
Max said I could stay for dinner if I joined the class.
Do you want to join us, Sarah?
Well, okay. I like crafts. And I want to see if you really know what you're doing.
Well, I think Max does know what he is doing. He is the teacher and he is sharing what he's learned about paper mache.
Yes, he is sharing about paper mache, and we also find out something very important to our lesson today.
Well, what is that, Gabe?
The answer to our mission, Andrea.
Oh, yes. Today's mission. The question is, what is Max learning about?
What is Max learning about? He's learning about paper mache in his DIY class.
So he is learning about it, and now he is also teaching his friends about paper mache.
He certainly is. And so, well, Betty says she joined the class because Max sounded excited about it.
Hey, that sounds like a key word. Well, friends, let's learn it together. The key word is sound. Sound. In our conversation, Max sounded so excited. That means the way he was talking and acting about something made it seem like he was excited.
You know, Andrea, I went to see this movie the other day. It was a really funny movie, and I just really enjoyed this movie. It was great. And you know what? I really think that you should see it.
Okay, well, Gabe, that sounds like a great movie. I think I'll go.
It was a great movie.
Okay, you know, I also heard about this new restaurant. Maybe you should go next time, maybe after a movie. They have delicious desserts, all kinds of ice cream and fruits and cake and everything is so good.
Andrea, stop. You're making me hungry. That sounds delicious. I want to go.
I want to go too. Well, we should go.
Well, let's go.
That sounds like a good idea.
Inspector E.
Hi friends, this is Mrs. E. What is Max learning about in his DIY class? Do you remember? Let's look again.
I'm learning about paper mache in my DIY class. I'm learning about paper mache in my DIY class.
Ah, Max is learning about paper mache in his DIY class. Now, this is a good sentence to learn when you want to tell someone what you learned in class. Do people ask you, what are you learning in your classes? You can say, I'm learning about this and this in my class. Let's try some examples. I'm learning about typhoons in my science class. Or, I'm learning about the internet in my computer class. How about this? I'm learning about singing in my music class. Now you are learning English with me, Mrs. E. Now students, remember, if someone is asking you, what are you learning in class? You can reply, I'm learning about history in my history class, or I'm learning about languages in my English class. Practice with a friend. Use what you've learned. You guys can practice 10 minutes a day just asking, what are you learning in class? I'm learning about this in my class. Now remember, use it or lose it. This is Mrs. E signing off.
Conversation replay.
Hi, Sarah.
Hey, Ben. Hi, Max. What are you cooking? Can I try some?
Okay.
Wait, what is it?
It's glue.
Glue? Ew! You would let me eat glue?
Well, you asked to try some.
It's just flour and water. It won't hurt you.
Flour and water make glue?
Well, kind of. It's more like paste.
Why are you making paste?
You'll see. Ben, can you get that newspaper? Put it on the table.
Do you need these cardboard boxes too?
Yes, and the tape.
What is going on?
Am I early?
No, you're on time. Come in.
What is going on?
We're having a paper mache class.
And Max is the teacher?
I'm learning about paper mache in my DIY class. Remember, Sarah?
Oh, right! I chose that class for you. You like it?
I do.
Max sounded so excited about paper mache. I asked him to teach me.
Max said I could stay for dinner if I joined the class.
Do you want to join us, Sarah?
Well, okay. I like crafts. And I want to see if you really know what you're doing.
Calendar phrase.
Welcome back, everyone. It's time to learn our calendar phrase. Our phrase today is, I made this myself.
I made this myself.
Now, if you go to a DIY class and you make something, when you show someone, you can say, I made this myself.
That's right. Hey, Andrea, have you ever made anything all by yourself?
Well, yes, I did make a frame once all by myself.
That's pretty good. I should probably learn how to make something by myself.
You can do that at a DIY class, and we can learn more about this phrase with our calendar phrase skit.
I made this myself.
I made this myself.
Look, Marie, I made this myself.
Wow, that's really nice, John.
Thanks. I spent 2 hours making it. I made this myself.
That's great.
Yes, I made this myself. It's really special to me.
I can see that. So, what is it?
I don't know, but I made it myself. I made this myself.
I made this myself.
Welcome back, everyone. Now let us practice our question of the day.
I have the question. All right, here it is for today. Do you like doing crafts? Why or why not?
Do you like doing crafts? Why or why not?
Well, it can be fun to do crafts because it's fun to put things together.
And when you're doing crafts, you are doing DIY. Well, thanks so much for joining us today here on Let's Talk in English.
On PTS and the radio.
Be sure to come back again tomorrow. We'll be having fun with English. Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody.